You have probably gotten an invite to access your medical records, and this is going to be a tutorial on how to go about doing that. So this is the email that you should have received. Obviously, instead of Empowered, it should be your name. And then that way you could get started. So you'd go ahead and just hit this icon, access your records. It's going to take you into a new tab. And once this new tab loads, then you'll be able to input your information. And so your username, you could create it to whatever you want it to be. And then as far as your password, make sure you put your password on something you'd be willing to remember. You'd put your name, and obviously put the phone number that you have. So then that would be whatever phone number you have on file. Now we're going to go ahead and hit sign up. Looks like it's a little picky, so we just remove that. Now it says check your email for the confirmation that we just sent. As you can see, we got the email showing that we need to confirm the account. So we'll go ahead and click there. Now we're going to go ahead and input our information. Now, as you can see, we are officially in. As we had learned earlier, it's trying to verify the account. And so you could do it in two ways. You could verify your account by entering the PIN received from the doctor, or you could verify by requesting a security PIN via the phone number. And so if you do this method, you have to then provide date of birth and the phone number that is on record. And so you have to know which phone number was provided. In case you have provided multiple phone numbers, then you need to know which one is the main phone number. And at that point in time, you can go ahead and then choose text or voice. Text, obviously, if it's a mobile number that can receive text messages. However, if it is a landline, then you'd want to choose voice and be available to answer that phone call so you could receive the PIN that they will provide you via voice. However, if you have received the PIN, it's going to look like this, a document that gives instructions on how to set up your account. And right here, down below on step 4, it says verify your account using a temporary PIN. We're going to use that temporary PIN so then we can see how that looks as we move forward. So we're going to go ahead and put your date of birth, or the patient that this record is associated with in case you are a caregiver. And then we're going to go ahead and put in the code that we just received from that paperwork that I showed you. For this very reason, it is ideal to set this account up using your desktop or your laptop instead of using your cell phone. So now that it has been verified, we're able now to move forward and then look at what this patient portal provides. So as far as health records, only health records available here are what is listed. So if you have medications listed with your doctor, then it's going to show here on what is recorded. If, say, for instance, your allergies have been recorded, you'll be able to see them here. And then if you've had past visits where you guys have discussed the plan, then you should be able to find them here if there are plans recorded. And then past visits, it can also tell you when you have seen your provider. And then any vitals that have been collected and the dates. So then you could actually see what has been going on. As far as labs and imaging, labs can only be seen if the lab itself has sent over the labs through the patient portal. If they have been sent over via fax or any other means and not through the portal itself, then unfortunately your provider does not have the ability to allow you to see those records. And so you would have to get a hard copy in person and or via email if need be. And so that needed to be clarified because that is often a frequent question. You could also see any diagnosis that your doctor has marked for you as well. Another important feature of this portal is upcoming appointments. So you could see when there is upcoming appointments. If you'd like to go ahead and reschedule, you can always click on reschedule and then choose a new time that would work for you, such as let's look. All right, let's just choose a random time here for the sake of this video. We're going to go ahead and request that. And so that has been requested. As far as you want to cancel an appointment. And so here you could also see the details by chance. So if you wanted to know what was the information about that appointment. Now in this particular appointment, you're also scheduled, and let's say you want to go ahead and cancel that particular appointment. And so you'd go ahead and hit cancel. And you'd give the reason why. Patient does not seem to have symptoms anymore. Time does not work anymore. Doctor does not accept patient's insurance or any other reason. And for the sake of this video, we're going to go ahead and time does not work anymore. And so we're going to go ahead and cancel that appointment. And at that point in time, you're able to do this without needing to call the office, and information can be sent. If you want to go ahead and book an appointment, you could go ahead and hit this icon that you saw, and then you're going to be able to choose who it is that you're setting the appointment for. So if you want to go ahead and set up the appointment for Dr. Ferreira, then you'd be able to allocate and choose her. However, if you'd prefer to make an appointment with Eric Andre for a nice relaxing massage, then you'd go ahead and hit Eric Andre. So either way, you could go ahead and choose the provider to move forward with the appointment. So for the sake of this video, we're going to choose Dr. Ferreira. And here we're going to be able to choose, any time that might be available to you or to the provider. The times that are available, as you can see, I'm just going to backtrack here, are times that are showing up on the schedule. If there's nothing listed, such as this January 21st, that means there are no appointments available. If the office is closed, then we see here closed. And so that way you're aware what is going on. So January 21st at 11 a.m. does not seem to work for me. So I'll continue to see if I find a date that I prefer as well as a time. If I'm looking for a afternoon, I was like, well, it looks like February 9th has great options. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this 4:30 appointment time slot because that works for me. And so we're going to go ahead and then we could easily provide additional information. Reason for visit. I want a general checkup and ask about COVID vaccine pros and cons. And so have you seen this doctor before? If you have, and you have a record already allocated, then the answer would be yes. And then you'd hit continue. And then request the appointment time. And that would then put it back into your appointment section, and you'll see now it's pending. Once the office is able to either confirm or deny some of these requests, then you'd be able to see it here as well. Then you're also able to send messages and look at messages in this message tab. This automatically gets allocated to your record, so this is the best way to communicate with your provider. And so we could go ahead and then create a new message. And we're going to choose who is this going to. And so if we want to send it over to Dr. Ferreira, we could choose Dr. Ferreira. If we want to send it to one of the other staff members, we could choose there. Or if we want to send it over to Cairo, who is the main office manager, we could go ahead and send the message there. So you have the ability to choose who this message is going to. So we're going to send it to Dr. Ferreira for the purposes of this video. And we're going to make the subject of something that can give us an idea of what this message is about. So we're going to talk about prescription. And we're going to ask something along the lines of, I am looking to change the current prescription brand, or I am on for my insulin and need to know if we should have an appointment for this discussion. You can make the message on whatever it may be, and that will be sent over. And so here we'll be able to keep track of it. And so that mainly will give us the big synopsis of what is going on with your patient portal and how to handle it. And so same here, you could look at the account settings and see the information that you may have on file, and then go from there. And so once, we got everything we need, then we are pretty much set. So I'll go ahead and log on out. So then that way, the computer does not remember information in case I want to log in with another account. And so this was once again for demo purposes. And last but not least, I want to show you in regards to the clinic website. And we'll be able to see, if you happen to get lost, where can you go to get access to that portal. You don't remember, let's say you don't remember that this was the website. You're like, where do I go? You go to the current patients tab, and right there is a icon, patient login for the patient portal, and you'd be able to get right in, and it'll take you to your login, and you'd be able to put your username and password and then move from there. Hope this video was helpful, and look forward to all of you guys setting up your patient portal. So have a great one. Bye.